Hoodies, jackets, jumpers and winter coats. I wonder, is it possible to wear the latest trending styles and still care for the environment?
Globally, we buy about 100 billion garments each year. This means that mountains of clothes are stuck in warehouses and at the bottom of our wardrobes. One truckload of clothes is burned or buried in landfills every second. But companies have now been keen on selling their customers sustainability along with their jeans. Eco-friendly, sustainable, conscious, ethical. Fast fashion companies use different slogans in their marketing campaigns. But when they talk about sustainable fashion, most of the time what they mean is that the garments are produced from recycled cotton.
But what exactly is recycled cotton and how is it produced? In this video, we'll try to find out how sustainable fashion works.
And to do that, we traveled to Uşak, one of the world's biggest textile recycling hubs.
These little pieces of fabric come from fashion manufacturers from around the world. They are considered waste, but factories here in Uşak recycle them and turn them into brand new products.
Recycled cotton is basically produced from the leftovers collected from textile factories. The first step is segregation. The scrap fabric is first separated by type and color, and they create huge mountains of fabric. But matching colors can sometimes be a real hassle.
So in the previous section, we have seen that the scrap material is segregated according to their colors, and everything that has mixed colors is painted into black in this section.
Once classified based on their colors, the scrap is shredded by a machine into smaller pieces, and then it's shredded further into crude fiber. This process, however, compromises the quality of the new fiber, making it shorter and harder to spin. Therefore, the new fibers are blended with other virgin materials, such as plastic or cotton, to improve the strength and make them suitable for reuse. The plastic used in this process is also obtained from recycled plastic bottles.
After all these processes, the textile waste is turned into fiber, and these fiber rolls will in turn be used to produce socks, blankets, sweaters, rugs, and a dozen of things that you can think of.
It's almost an infinite loop. The scrap fabric coming out of recycled production can be recycled over and over. But after running through the system several times, it gets harder to spin. Then it's turned into cheaper spun lace or felt. In the worst case scenario, it ends up its life as fuel in cement factories. The factory's partner and manager, Ömer Saçlı, is proud of their success.
Her şeyden önce biliyorsunuz küresel ısınma yani dünyanın büyük problemi. Türkiye olarak da su problemi yaşayan bir ülkeyiz aslında. Yani her şeyden önce buna değinmek lazım aslında burada. Evet, amacımız bizim para kazanmak, her ne kadar para kazanmak olsa da yani burada yaptığımız en önemli şey Uşak olarak. Hani bu sadece bizim aylık 1000 ton dedim. Uşak'ta çok büyük bir geri dönüşüm yapılıyor ve inanın Türkiye değil dünyaya katkısı var bu işin. Çünkü Türkiye'deki ham madde yeri geliyor yetmiyor. Biz dışarıdan da ham madde alıyoruz, kırpıntı alıyoruz. Bizim de gördüğünüz üzere kullanılmamış ürünler üzerinden geri dönüşüm yapıyoruz. Kullanılmış ürünlerde yani kumaşın kalitesi, lifin dayanıklılığı düştüğü için ve ona ayrı prosesler uygulamamız gerektiği için girmiyoruz. Yani ilerleyen dönemde ne olur, girebilir miyiz? Onu ilerleyen süreçlerde göreceğiz.
But what is this huge water footprint that Saçlı is speaking about? To give you an example, it takes about 10 to 20,000 liters of water to cultivate just 1 kilogram of raw cotton, or just 4 t-shirts. According to the chairman of Uşak Chamber of Industry, Selim Kandemir, factories in Uşak help Turkey save water.
Su tasarrufunda da bulunuyoruz inanılmaz. Yani biz yapmış olduğumuz bir hesaplamada hemen hemen Türkiye'deki kullanılan su miktarının %8 suda, tüketilen suda bir tasarrufumuz söz konusu. Bu da önümüzdeki süreçte işte bu küresel ısınmadan dolayı suya olan ihtiyaç artacak olduğunu farz edersek yaptığımız işin ne kadar ehemmiyetli olduğunu bildirmek isterim. Çin özellikle son dönemde ciddi bir ivme kazandı bu konuda. Ama bu pandemiden dolayı biliyorsunuz konteyner fiyatlarında anormal bir yükselme gerçekleşti. Yani 3.000 dolara getirdiğimiz konteyneri bugün 18.000 dolardan aşağı getiremiyoruz. Öyle bir afaki rakamlar oluştu. Tabii bu da bulunmuş olduğumuz jeopolitik durumdan dolayı.
About 1,700 tons of textile scrap is recycled in factories here in Uşak every single day. For now, about half of Turkey's total cotton production comes from recycled material, but that number is expected to increase as more and more companies are now joining the race to become more sustainable.
32 major global fashion and textile companies signed a fashion pact in 2019, promising to lower the industry's negative impact on the environment. The pact includes giants of the fashion industry such as H&M, Gap, Burberry, Chanel, Zara's parent Inditex, Nike and Adidas, and many more. But according to a recent report, they failed to keep their promises. The independent report says major brands are routinely deceiving customers with false green claims, with some companies' false claims being as high as 96%. We went to speak to Rahmi Say, Director of Sustainability at fashion brand De Facto.
We will be completing 2021 with approximately 10% sustainable goods made from organic cotton, recycled polyester, recycled acrylic, waterless denim and leather from apple peel.
Isn't that very low? You only have 1/10 of your whole collection.
You know,
sustainable.
10% you might say less, but it's also limited with the supply as well. Because, you know, recycled cotton supply is limited and also organic cotton supply as well limited.
I'm just curious, the demand side of this. Does the customer really knows the difference between what is sustainable and what is not sustainable?
There is a demand from customers, but our customers are not ready to pay extra for sustainable collections.
As public awareness has increased on climate concerns, the demand for recycled products has also gone up. But will that be enough to save the planet?
So next time, when you check the price tag, don't forget to check what your purchase will cost the environment.